Hello, 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 welcome back to the continuing adventures of Iron Will. Iron Will recently made his debut by entering the dungeon in fashion fitting a Minotaur. He has then cleared out the lair in less than an hour. Iron Will's not sure where to go next, so Iron Will has decided he will continue charging on through the dungeon. But first, let's take a look around and see if there's anything that's suitable for Iron Will. I should probably detour and grab the halberd that I saw before. Yeah, barring it being a really bad halberd, it's a good one. It's certainly better than my trident, so yeah, we're wielding that at the very least right now. And polearms will soon level up to the point it's unnecessary to worry about anymore. Also, enchant scrolls. Did I miss any enchant scrolls? Any armor? Scratch that. Any shoes? Any boots? Okay. Any helmet? Nothing that I can use. Perfect. On through the dungeon. I could theoretically go to the Orcish mines to try and get better equipment, but I'm quite well equipped considering that I entered the lair pretty much ready to beat it, and have only gotten stronger since, so I'm tempted, and therefore going to succumb to the temptation, to test my luck just pushing through the dungeon directly. The biggest problem I foresee is having constant food issues, and I'm carrying like 8 chunks with me, so no matter how many chunks am I carrying? 5 bread rations, 5 meat rations. Not chunks, rations with me. So no matter how bad it gets, I should have my base covered. That might be... no, it's paralysis. That first turn attack I get, hitting something before it reaches me, is just so valuable. And of course, being able to hit it as it runs away saves a lot of time and energy that an axe just doesn't. You know, I would like troll leather armor, but not more than having plate armor. So, as tempted as I am, I'm going to say no to that troll hide. Or potential troll hide, and just sack it. I do really need to remove the blurry vision. It's not deadly, but it could be deadly, and it's certainly... wow. Iron Will spend a moment crying for his fallen Minotaur companions, and then burn their corpses to make him stronger. Apparently, Trog does not much care for people who burn their corpses, and he gives me a shitty Bardich in return. Yeah, but my anti-magic Bardich that I'm building is building along nicely. Good thing I killed that imp over water, so the rod fell in the water. Okay, the Bardich that I'm currently holding is fine. The Bardich in my inventory has been cursed, which means I should probably uncurse it ASAP, just in case all of my remove curse scrolls burn up. Since I'm unlikely to have any other use for... or frequent use. Sufficient use to merit having 11 of them. Okay, I didn't realize there was 2 named uniques. This is a good instance of going berserked. Strength or dex? Strength or dex? Strength. Okay, and now I'm in a fucked up bad situation. Start off by getting an ally in play, and another ally in play, and regeneration online, and heal wounds. Okay, perfect. That may have seemed like a bit of overkill. The truth of the matter is, I only needed 1 ally. But hey, my whatchamacallit, skill, piety. My piety wasn't going anywhere, and considering just how much was at stake, because there were 2 of them with polearms. They could both have poked me very easily, and that poke could have been lethal, so it wasn't worth risking a damn thing. Especially when you consider that my piety is high enough that I'm getting gifts now, so what you gonna do? I can still probably cast it without much difficulty if I want. And sure enough, literally the turn after I got my second ally on board, I took that the first poke. If I had waited to cast an ally, I would have been stuck healing just so that I could be hit again over and over and over. Blink. I lost a lot of good scrolls in that. But if I had just stood in the fire and attacked, I probably would have lost... No, I'd have lost about the same amount. In fairness, the blink scroll was probably unnecessary that time. I just used a ration because why not? I didn't have to, I guess. But I'm not exactly optimizing my food as much as I am my time. Ooh! That's actually a really cool trident. I'm gonna drop the halberd and hang on to this guy for now. Because thanks to the +8, +2, it's almost the same damage output, but it's going to be a hell of a lot faster, and the resist fire ×2 is just very nice. So yeah, good item. Definitely happy to have found that. You'll note it wasn't a gift. Feck. First things first, summon an ally, so if I fall asleep, he won't. Second thing second, berserk, so that I maximize my DPS, and then kill him. Izul is more than capable of ruining your day, so yeah, because he can put you to sleep and then crit you with a poison arrow, or not crit, but whatever the equivalent of critting is. And if he hastes himself and does it a couple times, well, you're taking even more damage, and all of that because you didn't have the time or energy to berserk, or because you didn't want to waste a turn getting an ally up. The ally is nice because if he somehow puts you to sleep, the ally is still pounding his head in. Also, the secondary bonus of having this particular trident is it's an artifact, so corrosion immune. Let's butcher that. Heal. Yeah, ignore that, please. Chunks of flesh, chunks of flesh. I am about out of time for now, so I should really stop, but I'm also on a roll, so I don't want to. Do what I should or do what I want. Do what I should or do what I want. To hell with it. I think I could probably get away with another hour. Or half hour. Definitely another 20 minutes. And I'll wait till this guy gets here and then we'll see. For now, Iron Will continues his epic quest. Oh, a recharge. Anything I can recharge that I want recharged? Yeah, let's just maximize the heal scroll. You might ask why I am burning recharges rather than saving them. The answer is I don't want to make a whole lot of back and forth trips to find items I've left in a stash, and without conservation, it's just as likely to be destroyed as anything else, and I'd rather not lose it. Ooh, dwarf. Plate. Point for point, this gives you better AC, I believe. And that ring of poison resistance has been very helpful. Not that I couldn't have survived without it, because, you know, I am a berserker and poison isn't really that devastating when you can just heal out of it, but it has sped things up significantly. Ooh, the glowing glaive. I don't know why I bothered picking them up anymore, actually, now that unless they're artifact, I know it's not going to be what I want. Definitely worth a berserk here, because otherwise I'm quite trapped. I'm going to eat something immediately. A honeycomb would be ideal. And hell, quaff speed, so that I don't remain slow. There we go. Escaping. Notice the strategy at play here. Don't let the guy behind him hit me. Alright, fuck you both. You actually managed to hit me, and I'm getting tired of being intelligent. So let's just burn through some more food and berserk again. Because really that's all it's costing me right now is the food, and I have way more food than I need. Okay, Berserked and Confused is a nasty combination. Okay, good. The Confused just ended. Let's get into a hallway. These are all weak enough enemies that I can just kill them. And do that. I possibly lost a ration. I wasn't paying enough attention, but given how much food I have, I'm hardly likely to be concerned. Okay, fungal colony cleared. How's my traps and doors doing? It's growing, and there's that much at least. I'm being attacked by a lot of invisible enemies with the ability to make me confused. I'm just going to get out of here. Strawberry, hell, ration is fine. I have 14 meat plus bread rations. Without any way of seeing invisible, killing those guys is going to be a real pain. Okay, not so much anymore. If you attack me in a narrow corridor where there's only one place you could be, it should be okay. Except that now I'm totally surrounded by invisible enemies. Regen on. Allies on. Come on, dude. Help me out here. There's just a sea of them. I don't know if we won or lost, but at the very least the mass moved. This is too many for one alone person to kill. Let's try something a little more crafty. Like not going down that staircase where there's probably a gargantuan creature waiting for me. What the fuck is hitting me now? Until they merge, they're not that big a threat. And now, there are few enough of them that I can just run through the rest. Good. Good, good, good. Iron Will succeeds! Cold, please cold. I don't know when or where Luis came from or how he got behind me, but by the time I noticed him, he was already standing at killable range, so moron dies. Okay, that's another down. Finish that, finish that. I don't know why I butchered him. I know I have way too much food as it is. Let's drop the centaur. Where? Let's try some more wands on things. Oh, a dig wand. Nice. Ooh! Artifacty armor. Or, not artifact. Rare armor. Rare quality. Shut up. How bad have I been melted? I have a -2 cloak on because of all those brown guys. So I'm gonna have to strip off this cloak fairly soon. Remove curse, drop the -1 armor and the cloak, and put on the Dorjan plate. Do a search for other cloaks. There are some back by the lair, but that would require a lot of backtracking for a very little AC bonus. cure out of whatever, and attack again. This time I'm going to Berserk early so they don't have a chance to form Super Slime, and then just eat a ration to deal with the fallout. The one nice thing about vampires is they leave the square they're on surrounded by others, so you know exactly where they are. Definitely going to need to heal more just to make it alive. So Trog's hand is active. Cool. And Black Bear's not a threat. It's amazing how many things are just not threats. Okay. Okay, this lack of See Invisible is getting very irritating. Because +2 protection is nearly useless, I'm going to put on a Ring of Magic Power. This is also a useless ring, but in combination with the Amulet of the Guardian, it's providing me a 14 HP boost, or 13 HP boost, which is reasonable. Or sort of a boost. It's not technically boosting my HP, but you know, prong. Damn, this is exactly the worst possible way to encounter them. But lucky for me, the Hill Giant got in front and ruined their position advantage. Kill you, break all of you, break you too, break you. You turn on regen, burn the books. Ooh, it's a dragon. Definitely something worth going upstairs for. At this point, I don't trust my ability to simply kill a dragon outright. It's worth butchering it. Or not butchering, it's worth... Oh my god, the rockworm. Did not anticipate it catching me. Turn on heals, and stab to death. Stab to death, stab to death, stab to death, stab to death. Heal up, enter, stab him, whatever he is. Fuck it, he's alive. Heal up again. Bread ration. Heal up again, punch him again, he's dead. And there is a dragon hide. I'm going to hang on to the dragon hide, and if I ever find an enchant armor, I'll use it on it. Because fire dragon hide could totally be a good armor for a very long time in this game. Ooh, Centaur. I'm anti-Sentite, didn't you know? Ironwill believes he has spied a trove of treasure. And it requires +3 gold armor. Hey, listen, buddy, if I have +3 gold armor, I ain't giving it to you. I'm wearing that shit myself. Glowing spear. No thanks, I have a better spear. I mean, there's no way it's going to be better than +8 too, so, yeah. Just eat it off the floor. There's no point picking it up. I'm going to be burdened by it. I got a little drained there, but not a lot. Why am I so high on weight? I'm dropping 3 different categories worth of small food. Might come back for them later, but not as of now. Okay, no loss to my armor. Speaking of which, no boots in the entire game yet. Totally gonna take a Wand of Teleport, because now, thanks to Wands of Teleport and Wands of Healing, I'm almost completely perishables independent. I can totally work without them. It hits you? Fuck, there's something hiding here. This is a bad place to be trying to find something invisible anyway. I should go into a corridor. Okay, it's on to me. There we go, thin hallway. That's the ideal place. Fighting what you can't see is always a pain in the ass. I now have enough AC that Hydra 8 attacks of a Hydra aren't that scary because they're all Hydra attacks. They're not dangerous. I'm gonna need some of the jerky my companion Minotaurs left behind. And hell, let's just go plunge directly into the lair. As much as I was boasting that I don't have to worry about perishable preservation, I'd rather not throw them away either. So, I'm gonna blast down the model dragon from range before he can ignite me and cause me to lose a metric ton of scrolls. Okay, that's a kill. Another confirmed kill. Gonna have to eat something quickly so that I can berserk. And I did in fact mean quickly because, well, look what just happened. Near starving, too injured to fight blindly. Remember how I said that blurry vision is going to kill me? That right there is where it could have. Heal wounds, ally of Trog, run. Not saying it's perfect, but it should do. No, eat the hippogriff flesh. I refuse to find myself nauseated in a situation where I want to be able to berserk at will. Oh my god, this is a much more dangerous opening to the vaults than I'm used to. There's no way a stone giant can kill me in one hit from 54 health. It just can't happen. But I am at very low health and need to immediately start focusing on regenerating. That's a reasonably high amount of health, but let's again be maxed before I... Okay! There are shadow dragons on the first floor of the vaults. Hello! That's screwed up. I'm gonna teleport. That's all there is to it. They all wake up, I assume? Yeah, naturally. That would make sense. They can't... Only one of them, the Manticore, can hit me this turn, so I'm going to quaff wounds once more. And just berserk directly. Passed out from exhaustion. I don't have resist electricity, and Nicola is on the screen. Very dangerous situation. Definitely something that calls for excessive measures. Do I have a potion of resistance? I don't. That would have been ideal. I have one ally, so he might not target me, but he will, obviously. Can I go invisible? That really isn't going to help, is it? He can totally still see me. Yeah. I can't reliably make him afraid of me. I can try and fog things up, but that's not going to make a difference. That's assuming I even successfully read it. Can heal wounds again, but he can kill me this turn. That's how urgently I need to get out of here. Heal wounds isn't going to help a lot, but I'm going to do it because I do need the health immediately. I'm slowed. I have a scroll of blinking. That's probably my best starter move. Teleport. Heal self. Okay, now what? Heal self again. Yeah, heal self again. He can totally kill me in one turn if he gets the right move off. Quaff speed if I have it for wherever I end up. Okay, I survived. Regen is active again. And now we just try and kill as many things as we can. They can't see me. That's the reason I'm getting having such a hard time pulling them, because of the invis. Still need to keep that regen on at all times. Hell, Berserk again. I have a safe place to hide, or as safe as any. Okay, more kills is more kills. Yes to one kobold corpse, no to everything else. Burn 'em, burn 'em. Wield the anti-magic Bardich. That will become my endgame weapon. Enchant it further. Okay. Do I have magic mapping still? Where the hell am I? Whoever designed this vault needs to be shot. This is an incredibly difficult entrance to the vaults. And I'm playing as one of the most broken classes and well-powered. I guess I could have done Orc first, so yeah, maybe I'm just rushing things. Enchant. I'm pretty sure Circe has the ability to abyss me, so part of the reason I'm being so pell-mell for leather and knocking her out is I don't want to end up there. That would kill a speedrun. Yes! A new scroll of blinking. I was worried that I had burned my last one. None of these are notable. Unknown scroll. Ooh, acquirement. Totally want armor since I'm straight up missing certain slots. That's a superior glove. Okay, it's Nikola Tesla. Like an idiot, I forgot he was there and just meandered. Immediately activating teleport, because I'm not ready to deal with him. You know what, Roxanne? I will kill you. If for no other reason than so that I can enter the lair with impunity. Or the vault with impunity. Gotta stop eating royal jellies. It's just the first big item I see. Perfect. It's exactly what I wanted to pull. Traps and doors is sufficiently leveled. And you know what? I'm ready to switch to a better weapon. Let's switch to the glaive. Mostly because the glaive is probably maxed cooldown reduction or whatever it's called. Minimum attack delay right now. Okay. Recalling that I've already called myself an idiot twice for auto-exploring, I'm not going to do it a third time. Let's just go down. We'll deal with Nikola on the way out, or not at all. Ooh! Boots! Yes, and they're not cursed. May not be good or artifact or anything, but, you know, beggars can't be choosy, and Spriggans have to be stabbed in the face. I still haven't found the cure mutation that I need to remove the blurry. And that dragon, man, shout a couple times, get his attention. He's coming, he's coming, he's coming. I love it when they say he tramples you, but the next turn he's dead. For some reason, I always imagine trampling to, mean that he's run you over and killed you, instead of what it really means in this game, which is pushed you back a square. Yeah, ignore that. Ooh, another acquirement. Awesome. More armor, please. Good. I didn't even have a cap, and now I have a strength cap. It's not the best, but it's a thing, and it's immune to corrosion, so that's good. Fucking fire crabs, man. The reason I went all out on him that quickly was because I didn't want to lose any more scrolls than I already was gonna, and I only have one blink scroll, which is my insurance against stupid play. Well, which is my final insurance against stupid play, I guess would be better. I have several layers of insurance. Ah, crap. Just don't auto-attack. Just please kill the vampire. Once you kill the head vampire, they all just tend to die. Wait, do I have See Invisible? No, I don't. Okay. Now what am I packing in terms of rings? Nothing worth worrying about. Yeah, I'm definitely feeling the effects of the superior weapon that I'm wielding now. It's much, much more powerful than what I was wielding before. Also, the thing to bear in mind is, let's say that I get 4 attacks while berserked because of my min weapon delay on a weak weapon. Well, that's great, but that's still 4 turns worth of berserk time, so, it's only so good. Yay! Cure of Mutations is cured. Maybe I should have waited, but no, blurry vision is exactly the kind of thing that will get me killed, because I will forget that it's there and then die. The best thing about attacking multiple small slime creatures at a time is that they all proc your auto attack, or auto response damage. And of course, if you keep them from separating, that's just the correct way to fight, or joining, that's just the correct way to fight them. But for a Minotaur, it's doubly good. And for this Minotaur, everything is double plus good. Okay, he's dead. I'm berserked. They're all dead. Now they're melted. I do need to eat, but I'm nauseated, and I'm not going to proceed if I can't berserk, so waiting out the nausea so that I'm no longer very hungry. Okay. I'd been hoping to finish the entire Vault in just this run, but I'm really, out of time. I should have stopped playing a while ago, honestly. So, let's just call it here. Maybe one more floor. But yes, as it is, Arnwyll has seen to Fluttershy's needs, gotten as far as she has, and hopefully instructed her on what to do. Though he didn't go down the Orcish mines because he's Arnwyll, he goes where he pleases. Yeah, I expect a greater mummy at the end of all this. But if I can go berserk, it's not a big deal, so eat a pear. Nope, no greater mummy. Though I am hungry. Come on, nothing? Okay, onward we go. Kill the zombie worm. Whoa! Oh, okay. Got it. Yes! Once you're into melee range with them, they forget that they're using a better weapon. Sharply limiting the number of creatures that can fight you at a time. Always valuable. Drop something. How about you start zapping wands to figure out what they are and drop those? In fact, just drop all the ones you don't want. Like, I don't need 10 duplicates of fire and cold anymore. I don't want to drop draining here where somebody else might use it against me. Yes! Slaying is an instant win. It totally is replacing the pointless mana ring, which I will now ditch because I don't have space for it. I mean, you know, it's that useless to me. Yeah. How am I for resists? 1 tier of resist fire and that's it. So I could really use some resist improvements. Also, boggarts are invisible, which is a bad news bear scenario for me, because all of those enemies aren't real enemies, and the boggart's just gonna keep making more of them. Oh, fuck you, harpies, and eating my goddamn food. I need to one-shot KO them immediately. Any food I lose by going berserk there is gonna be more than made up for the food I don't lose by them eating it. So they can eat a ration per turn, or its equivalent, you know, if you don't have. There's at least 1 boggart left, and it probably came upstairs. Changed probably to definitely, but it's now dead. In the middle of the room. I have no identify scrolls, so I need to wait till I get one of those. Let's also run away because the actual captains can be quite strong. You know, when you're not up next to them beating them to death, they're quite strong. In fact, most things are stronger when you're not right up next to them beating them to death. Notice that I'm using the skeleton for cover here, because they won't shoot past him because they're idiots. They don't realize the skeleton is useless. Alright, that's good enough. I can probably charge down. I actually don't know what just happened there, but I just died. Sorry about that. I preemptively shut down the client because I was pissed and didn't actually take the time to analyze things. But yeah, in retrospect, I deserved to die. I was getting really careless, and that's going to happen when you're playing at the speed I was playing at. That said, it was another mistake. I used the arrow keys to move and attack, and I should have been using the tab key like I had been up till that point, even when berserked. The fact that I used the arrow keys meant that it could ignore the damage warnings. It would have stopped when I was at 60 to 80 health otherwise, and I had more than enough means of restoring health and getting out of trouble at that point. Also, I way underestimated the damage I was taking. That Yaktuar captain got 1, 2, 3, 4 shots off at me, each of which was presumably close to 40 damage. And you can just see that that will chunk me down from 162 to 0, you know, fairly quickly. That said, Iron Will is not the least bit concerned about this turn of events, because Iron Will entered the dungeon purely to help his friend and protege Fluttershy, and he cannot truly be defeated unless and until the other ponies fall. He may have not succeeded in returning with the Orb of Zot himself, but until his pony friends are taken down, Iron Will the Minotaur remains confident that his quest will eventually be succeeded in. So please join me next week when I return with more Dungeon Crawl. Thank you all for watching. We'll pick it up next week with Fluttershy, and we might see a little bit of a darker side in her, depending on how things go. As it is, Iron Will definitely made it far enough to set an example and or convince her to try some necromancy. Thank you all for watching. I will see you all next time.